Hello, hello, welcome and welcome back to T is for Temidayo. It is 4:19 p.m. Today is Tuesday, February 17th. Happy Lunar New Year. Today is day 73 of 365 days of tea for me. Let's get started. Okay, first things first. The last plump I did, I realized I was done with bottle number two. Now, just as a reminder, these are the two bottles I am now completely finished with. This was, I believe, my very first bottle. It is completely and utterly empty. I'll show you. Oh, I've just lied. Oh, I guess we're doing our thighs. Eek. Wait, let me rub, let me rub. We'll say that that was like one pump. They keep it's like phantom pumps in here. Every time I think it's done, it's not done, and then I don't want to throw it out. So that's the one bottle. Let's see if there's another pump in here. See, okay, so that's what's happening, right? It'll go like this. There's like nothing in it, little spurts, and I'm like, okay, we're done. And then I leave it alone for a week. I come back, and it's like, no, I've got one more. And I appreciate you for that. Let's see if the second bottle will do the same, just so I can round out that second. And I have a feeling that'll else be missed. If that's what just happened with bottle number one, then I've done this with multiple times. There's probably some extra juice in bottle number two. All right, let's see. Yep, we'll say that's one other big pump. Or two big pumps. Because we are dealing with sort of like, was that a full pump? Was that not a full pump? When we were trying to squeeze it all out. So I figured we were going to open up the third bottle, which we can still do, but we'll just postpone it another couple of days or day or so. So we are sure that these are completely empty. I don't want any part of this to go to waste. I want to make sure I'm getting all of the good juice out of these incredible bottles that have helped me on my tea journey thus far. So we're going to keep them. All right. And that is it. As you can see, also, I washed these gloves just to refresh them to make sure any old tea that is on them is washed away. While I was washing them, I could feel the sort of like gel coming off. I was using some pretty, comprehensive like dish soap, something with like a degreaser as well, so that I could cut through whatever natural body oils might have also been on them. And since you can see me up here, I wanted to note that we are going to do a full body check in. And it's the daytime. I stopped a full day. I was going to do a video yesterday night, but I was like, you know what? I actually want to return to the daytime. So I've been showering in the evenings, letting my body rest overnight, letting my body dry with a moisturizer, and I'm going to try returning back to the afternoons, which was good because I like having the sun with me while I do my check-in with you all. So we are here for a body scan. Let's begin. First things first, my hair is in a ponytail. I don't see any obvious signs of thinning. I don't see any obvious signs of shedding. As you all know, I'm washing my hair on a 2-week cycle schedule. So I wash it on day 1. By day 7, I refresh it with new moisturizer. Every couple of days, I'll spray it down with water and then with a little bit of my homemade growth oil, and then retwist them so that they're good to go and they are safe under several hats because it is also so cold, so dry. And so they'll need a little bit of extra moisture until we get to the springtime. And then we'll do another check-in. Face. My acne is small. It is consistent, however. Like there's one right there. As you all know, there was one right here. You can see the scar from it. There was one right here. You can see the scar from it. There's been a couple here. You can see the scars from them. There's like a fresh one right there. There, you know, it's like, thank goodness it's pretty small, but it is consistent. Moving right along. Still don't really feel any obvious changes in my trach, but they might be there. You all tell me if you can feel or you can see any obvious changes there. And speaking of, my voice seems to be settled much lower. It is happening. My voice is in fact settling lower. I know I get excited and so my voice comes back up, and also like based on when I'm on the phone or if I'm, you know, talking to something that needs my voice to be here, like checking in with my smartphone or with like a one of those like smart speakers. It only recognizes my voice if it's up here. So sometimes I talk up here, but for the most part I'm pretty much like down here. First thing in the morning it's like down here. And then it starts to rise into my chest throughout the day. And we can talk more about that in another video. Shoulders do seem to be a touch wider. Musculature seems to be more steady. I haven't really been working out, but it seems like that doesn't really matter because they're there anyway, which is wild. It's wild to think that there's like some extra muscle, just like when, and I don't even have to do anything. Chest doesn't seem to be getting any bigger or any smaller. Supposedly the tissue will start to dissolve here and there might be some shrinking. We'll continue to see. But I do feel thicker in general around the abdomen. And I know that because my belly is out. Like this is me not pushing it out, not sucking it in, it's just belly. And yeah, it's been pretty consistently there. So it's like, hello belly, it is what it is. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I think this area is also starting to like get thicker around. You can see it's not so much bigger that I think my pants are immediately no longer fitting me, but I am noticing that my tight pants or my pants that are really tight at the waist are more snug than they have been in the past. And again, it just is what it is. It comes with the territory, so I'm not judging it. I'm welcoming it because that's a part of the process. What else? Thighs. Again, muscles seem pretty there, but nothing of note. For that, there's not like a bunch of new hair or anything. My knees, honestly, my joints are a little bit tested right now because I've been doing a lot of walking around in the cold without stretching, so I'm not sure how much of that is from the lack of stretching or how much of that is from the testosterone. Right now, it feels more like a lack of stretching and exercise, which honestly I have been doing because I have been walking a lot. And so I know if I'm walking a lot, I'm going to end up really sore. So I'm just doing a lot of laying down to reset my body. And then now that the new year is here, the lunar new year, not the solar new year is here. Although, when is the solar new year? I think that also starts next new moon with Aries season right now. I think we've just entered Pisces season. So fact check me on that too. I'm not as up to speed as I used to be, thankfully. At one point I was like really on it. And I was like, you know, I just want to make sure I'm leaving room for some mystery. What else? Shins, calves, all the same. Feet, all the same. On both legs. So I'd say the biggest difference and the biggest change is right here in the midsection in terms of just like a girthiness, and then also in terms of my resting musculature, I'll say. This is not muscles that I'm actively working on, expanding, or anything like that. I'm not cutting, I'm not bulking, I'm not working out consistently, but they're just there. And they always have been. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're just like slightly thicker now. Cute. We're getting thick. 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 Which is exciting. Yeah. And that's a body scan for the Lunar New Year with the sun by my side, and you all with me. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. T is for Temidayo. Tune in for another video of 365 days of tea for me. I love you so much. Bye.